but have no thoughts of her feelings or the path that she's been forced to walk throughout life. This is her story. Jenny was 6 when she had her first experience. Mama's drunk delirious, daddy comes home furious. Vodka he starts drinking, yelling his heart's beating faster. The bastard's hard and starts thinking Jenny's growing up now. The little lady, his alcohol-induced stupor makes him crazy, cause Jenny's just a baby, innocent with no shame. Her dad takes advantage saying let's play a game. He touches her, she suffers, he's groping in lust. The father died a bond, is broken, the trust is gone. He violated his own seed, repetitive actions after school until she turns 15. The drama she's seen, traumatized queen, sodomize her up inside her, cauterize her dreams. She screams, turns and runs for the door. It constitutes the making of a prostitute, it's horrible. Grief from her father got her calling out why. God, do you bother to hear the little daughters cry? Depression, rejection, so much pressure inside. She's a victim of life, a statistic over time. Grief from her father got her calling out why. God, do you bother to hear this little daughter's cry? Depression, rejection, so much pressure inside. Grief from her father got her calling out why. Now Jenny's on the streets, 15 all alone, feeling grown, finally broke away from her home. The pedophile's gone, but the predators swarm. She's developed, they tell her to sell her body to Johns. Her man took her in, they're living in his path. Big scratch, cream, selling dreams to live lavish. Cabbage is a trap, in her mind she sits back, visualizes every trick as Jenny's sick dad. Her pimp's mad, talking bitch this and bitch that. Don't make enough scratch, then she's bitch slapped, beat down. In a world so evil, new people in her life introduce her to the needle. She's hooked, gotta have it, poison, she's an addict. Her man's living lavish, Jenny's sinning tragic. Pimp game savage, but she's grown up, 20 years old and never known love. Grief from her father got her calling out why. God, do you bother to hear the little daughters cry? Depression, rejection, so much pressure inside. She's a victim of life, a statistic over time. Grief from her father got her calling out why. God, do you bother to hear this little daughter's cry? Depression, rejection, so much pressure inside. Grief from her father got her calling out why. All the Jennies, do you hear me? Girl, you got a future. Overcome your bruises, you're not a loser. You'll make it if you try. Nights you spent crying, days you spent hiding your pain all inside you. It ain't rocket science, emotions stuffed in your heart. Your struggle gave you tough skin. Girl, smile wide, hold your head up high, wipe the tears from your eyes. Your story never dies, on the rise, set them straight. Better days are coming, better pray to the one above you. All the Jennies know I love you and I'm troubled. I wish I could take away your pain, I can't, but just know that I celebrate your change. Recovery's there at the fork in the road, hard decisions to make, which way you're gonna go. Respect is a must, learn to measure your worth, cause Jenny's more precious than all the treasures of earth. Grief from her father got her calling out why. God, do you bother to hear the little daughters cry? Depression, rejection, so much pressure inside. She's a victim of life, a statistic over time. Grief from her father got her calling out why. God, do you bother to hear this little daughter's cry? Depression, rejection, so much pressure inside. Grief from her father got her calling out why.